I am 62 years old, and I was severely depressed for 56 years of my life. And in the time that I was depressed, I got married. I had babies while I was depressed. I had multiple boyfriends, and all my children do not have the same father. I have struggled paying bills because I got angry at every time I got a paycheck or any type of check. It always went to bills, and it upset me. Even now when I talk about it, I still cry because I think about how foolish I've been. My children are just now starting to move out the house, and I think that that's because they were worried about me. They're doing well in their lives now. They're moving on with their dreams, and they're doing what they need to do. But this video is not about them. This is about me reaching out to moms. All single mothers, I need you to listen to my story. And I want you to understand that where you are now, I've been there before myself. I first started having children when I was 19 years old. And I feel like I went to sleep at 19 and woke up with 43 with 9 children. I was so overwhelmed. I had to get them to school. I had to get clothes for them. And I had to take care of me. But in the process of doing everything I needed to do, I neglected myself. I didn't think I was worthy of being a mom. I didn't think I was worthy of being a woman, basically, of having any type of rights. So I neglected myself. I wouldn't bathe. I wouldn't wash my hair. That's why I have on a scarf. I wouldn't do anything. And by the time I did start to bathe, at 57 years old, my skin started to come off. I know you can't see it now, but I was bleeding when I was taking a shower. And I had to cover up my arms with long sleeves. I covered up my body with pants or even long dresses because I abused myself while I was allowing other people to abuse me. And it was not physically, it was verbally. I took a lot of harsh words. I believed what people told me. I listened to what people said because I had no self-confidence. And I believed everything they told me. That I was too dark, I was too short, my hair was too short, that I would never amount to anything, that nobody would ever love me. But then God came into my life and He popped my bubble. And I met a world of people at my job that showed me that everything I had learned all my life was wrong. Curtis Christian Academy is my place of employment. The lady that runs the place, that owns it, and that is my mentor, is Andre Carter, Pastor Andre Carter. Her family wrapped their arms around me, and they gave me Jesus. They taught me so much about how to love myself, and in the process of standing up for myself. I listened to motivational videos. I went to church. I listened to pastors. But nothing they were saying would stick. And that's because I didn't believe anything. I didn't believe in nothing. I didn't believe in me. I had times where I felt like God had forgotten about me. I had gave up on myself. And I looked around one day and my house was nasty. My kids looked crazy and my house looked crazy. I kept renting these beat up homes, thinking that I could fix them up. And I felt so sad, I just gave up. But in the process, my kids got tired. Some went to the service, some moved to other states. And I'm not mad at my children. I told them, I don't blame them. If they had been my mama and they had acted like I was acting, I'd have left too. Some were angry when they were in school. Some fought in school. Some had bad attitudes. But when you are a single mom and you are overwhelmed and you don't know how to take care of your babies and you are not financially savvy, people look down on you. But let me tell you something. Raising kids is hard. Sometimes you have the money that you need to raise them, because you have not been financially literate and nobody wanted to help you or show you. You do the best you can with what you got. But there is help out there. There is people out there that will help you. You just got to know where to go. If there's people in your life that's willing to help you, that's telling you you are better than this, that you can do better, that you can do more, please listen to them. Because those are the people that care. You may see it as fussing. You may see it as people getting on your nerves. But those are the people that care. I'm not making this video to make anybody feel bad. I want to encourage you today to let you know that there are so many things that you can do with what you have. I will be making further videos to show you how to make $1 out of 15 cents. I had to learn that when I was raising it. There were times where there was no food in the refrigerator. No money to buy soap to wash their butts with. No money to buy shampoo. The dishwashing liquid was everything. It was the shampoo. It was the body wash. It was the house cleaning products. It was everything. And it was so hard. And I couldn't tell them that. I did the best I could. At least so I thought. I could have done better. But when you don't feel better, you can't do better. Don't sit up and mourn the fact that the man in your life is not acting right. Don't sit up and mourn the fact that he got tired one day and left. Don't mourn. When something in your life dies, bury it and keep it moving. I lost my mother and father at a time in my life where I felt like I needed them the most. But my strength did not kick in until they were gone. Because the memories of the things they said to me is what kept me going. I made some bad mistakes after I lost my mother. I went in a sea of despair and a place of loneliness and darkness that I didn't think I could ever come back from. But because of the love of the people at Carter's Christian Academy, I was able to move up. When I first came to Carter's, I had just lost my mama. Those people are so wonderful. They helped me in so many ways. And she is such an amazing woman. Her family, the Carter's family, are beautiful people. The staff at Carter's Christian Academy are beautiful people. They loved me. They were there for me. They fuss at me sometimes and they get on me when I mess up and I do things I shouldn't. But they also get on me when I don't take care of myself. When I don't feel good about myself. They tell me I have a beautiful heart and a wonderful spirit. And you need to hear that. You are important to your children. And your children expect for you to show up for them. But you got to first show up for yourself. It's very important as single moms that you stand up and be strong. Yes, you have a lot to do. And yes, there's a lot going on. But it's not as bad as you think. It won't last. Reach out to God. Pray to Him. Focus on Him. If you don't have a Bible, go get one. Dollar Tree has Bibles. Walmart has Bibles. They have Bibles with big words, Bibles with little words. If you can't afford to buy you a pair of glasses, go to Family Dollar. Go to Walmart. Look at the glasses that they have. What they have the numbers with 125 and 150. Buy them. Learn how to read if you can't read. Learn how to organize if you can't organize. They have tons of YouTubers that will show you how to organize your house, show you how to clean your house. I clean for a living. Reach out to me. I can show you how to do it. It's hard. I didn't want to dress up and put on lashes and long wigs and all that kind of stuff and talk a certain kind of way. I wanted to be real. I wanted you to focus on what I was saying, not what I was wearing. Because for so long, I've lived in such a dark place. I've gone to people's houses. I've seen women lay on couches and never get up. I've seen women go to their beds and feel like the kids one day will understand. No, they won't. If you're raising daughters, they won't understand. And the sons, they will gravitate towards women that are acting like you. If you want your kids to live a better life than what you're living, you have to present that life in front of them. Tell them that they can do better. Encourage them to go to school, to get their education. If they walking around with their pants sagging and they don't care about being dirty when they go to school, get on them. You are the queen of your house. Stop sitting there letting your kids control your household. They don't have the right. They have not earned the right. Mama was your name that they are supposed to call you. Your government name is a name that your parents gave you. They have not earned the right to call you that. We have to stand up for ourselves as women. Not just in the streets, not just in the boardroom, but in our homes. They don't get to take that over. Because when people walk into the house, they don't look at the man. They look at us. Oh, your girl is nasty. Your wife, she can't do no better than this. That's what men say. And it's not about people's conversation. How good do you feel about you? How important are you to you? When you take care of yourself and you fix yourself up, you encourage your kids to do the same. Because if you get up and take a bath and you fix your hair and you put on some clean clothes, they don't have to be name brand. Look at mama. She looked great today. I want to be just like mama when I grow up. You don't want your kids to look at you or to be in their room saying, I don't want to be nothing like her. You don't want to hear that. And yes, I'm making frowns and different faces because that's the frowns and the faces I got from my own children. And my children had a right to feel that way. What's wrong with her? Why she can't get up off the couch? Why she can't move? Why she keep beating herself up? I lost a child at 24 years old. I had another child at 26. I babied her. I spoiled her a lot because she came after a dying child. I was so worried that she might die too that I gave her a lot of stuff. And when I started having other children, they looked at it as if I was spoiling her, but I wasn't. When you lose a child and you have children after that, the child that comes after the dying child, you always feel different about them because they let you know that you're healthy, that you're okay, that you're not the one that killed your baby. It's not meant for everybody to be mothers. The Bible says so. Some women's womb will be barren. Some women will be mothers from the heart and they will adopt. Whether you're an adopted mother or you had your kids naturally, you're still a mother. Whether you're a teacher at a school and you've never birthed a child, you're still a mother. Because every day, those kids are looking for you to encourage them, to make them feel good about themselves. I had wonderful teachers in my life. But because of what was going on in my home, as a child, I didn't feel good about me. It wasn't until later in life that I started feeling better. And I'm making this video with my daughter Sabrina because I want the world to know that it doesn't have to be this way. You don't have to stay sad. You don't have to stay depressed. And if you can't function, go to the doctor. Get some pills. Tell the doctor that you're having a hard time just making it through the day. They can't help you with the full depression, but they can give you something that will take the edge off so you can at least function. Whether you're an ex-drug addict, an ex-alcoholic, whether you are a sex addict, no matter what you are, whether you're an ex-hoarder, if you need help making it through the day, go get the medication that you need. Be honest with your doctor and definitely be honest with God. I told the Lord, I said, I can't stand my life. I hate it. I hate the way these kids won't listen. I hate the way I go to church and everybody stares at me. I hate the way I go to my job and people tell me I smell. I hate it. And I didn't even try to do better because I didn't think I was worthy. But let me tell you something. You're worthy. You're better than your situation. The Bible says that he that is within me is stronger than he that is in the world. And God has already died and he has conquered the world. So we have nothing to worry about. But if you think you can raise these kids without God, you are fooling yourself. I had to get on my knees and I told God, if you can't fix these kids, then fix me. And if you can't fix the kids and you can't fix me, then take me home with you because I don't want to be here. I wasn't going to take my life. I wasn't going to take their life. But I got tired of my life and I worked on it and I worked on it and then I gave up again. And then I had to pray some more, and he had to come back in and pop my bubble. I started over many times in my life. I threw stuff in the garbage. I threw furniture away. I threw clothes away. I threw items away. I threw stuff away that was no longer useless. But then people started giving me stuff that they didn't want. And I looked at it as charity. And I kept it in the bags that they gave me. I kept the food. The food started getting old. I had to start throwing the food away. I had to start throwing the clothes away because I let mold and mildew and all that stuff build up. And it's so crazy because you know what? I also let mold and mildew and garbage build up in my head as well. Because I held on to past relationships in my mind. I held on to friends that had left. I held on to memories that were past gone that I could not recreate. Don't hold on to that stuff. Once things in your life are gone, they are dead for a reason. If you lose loved ones, you can't go to the cemetery and dig them back up. It's the same way with the stuff that's in your life. Once people leave your life and they are dead and you don't hear from them, let the dead bury the dead. Leave them where they are. God will send new people. He cleans your life up for a reason so that he can bring more people in and bless you with greater people that will lift you up. If you want to do better, you can. You got to have the desire to do better. And that's what the people at CCA taught me, to do better. And they didn't just teach me that because I wanted to learn, because they wanted to teach me that. They taught me that because my heart was open and I wanted to be better. And I reached out to them and I told them my testimony. And they listened to me and they encouraged me. And they asked me throughout the day as I'm cleaning the building, are you okay? Is there anything that you need? You will be surprised that God will send the help. People always say to you when you're raising your babies, all you had to do was tell me. I would have been there for you. And then when they do tell you, when you do tell them, they say, no, I can't do it right now. If you had just told me 2 weeks ago, I could have helped you out. And then you get mad at them and you don't want to be their friend no more. Don't do that. I had the same friend since I was 8 years old. Her name is JC. We have been friends since the 3rd grade. And she is still my friend today. And I have walked away from her. I have talked about her. I have hurt her. And she has forgiven me. And no matter what I've done, where I've walked in my life, no matter how many mistakes that I have made, she is still my friend today. I can still call her. I can still cry on her shoulder. She was there when I lost my son. I was there when she lost her daughter. She was there when I lost my mom. I was there when she lost her mom. We always supported one another through the good and the bad. And no matter what happens, she has fussed at me and got on me and still loved me. We have roots that God has put in our lives that are our friends and our family. And no matter what we say and what we do, they will always be there. They may not always be there financially or maybe not even emotionally. But when they are there and they are speaking truth, you need to open up your eyes and listen. It's hard enough being a mother. You want to sit in your house and have an attitude and try to raise those kids by yourself. Then you get mad when your kids got an attitude. Your kids got an attitude because you got an attitude. Your kids is mad because you mad. You want your kids to be happy? You want your kids to be better? Then you get up off your butt and do what needs to be done. You may not be able to work because of a disability. You may not be able to leave the house because maybe you have a phobia about going outside. Maybe you have a phobia about being in open spaces. I'm claustrophobic. I can't be in a room with a door shut. I get it. But at the end of the day, I'm not telling you to hide anything. Be honest with your kids. Let them know what's going on. Let them know that, hey, this is life. But raise them to be grown and to go. Because I heard in a movie that the love between a mother and a child is the only love that should grow towards separation. Because when they move out and they start living life, they appreciate you. Because they get where you're coming from. They don't get it when they're in the house. Because they look at you as crazy. They get it when they have to move. When they got to start paying bills. When they realize that their back is up against the wall and the rubber has met the road. You know that. You know it's hard for you right there. There's some women that will listen to this video and be like, she crazy for telling her story. I'm not ashamed of what I've been through. They're my mistakes. And I overcame them by the grace and mercy of God. I didn't overcome them by myself. It was hard for me to do that. It was hard for me to get down on my knees. I cried the first 10 minutes before I even started speaking to God. I told God, I'm a wretch undone. I'm a mess. I make no sense. I raised my kids and look what I did to them. Forgive me, Lord, for what I've done to my babies. Forgive me, Lord, what I've done to myself. Forgive me, Lord, how I mistreated my friends, for the people I pushed away, for the people that were there for me and I talked about them, for the men that I slept with when I shouldn't have done that, the things I put into my body, the people I let lay next to me in the bed, the times that I knew I shouldn't have slept with them and I ran in the bathroom and wrapped my arms around my legs and my tears poured down my knees. The things that I did, the way that I would scrub my body, thinking that I could get the stench and the smell of this man off of me. And even though the scent of the soap that I was using would remove the scent of him, my mind could not get the scent out of my head. Life is hard enough. You don't have to be this way. You may see my eyes welling up with tears. And you may think I'm crying just for me. But I'm crying for any woman that's hurting. Please listen to me. Don't be like this. Don't waste your life. Some of you are so very young. And you have a lot of babies. Reach out to someone and let them help you. You don't have to stay like this. It wasn't meant. It was never God that said that. He said he wished for all my people to prosper and be in good health. There's help out there. And the Bible says that God is the only help I know. He will show you the help that you need. He will give you the courage and the strength to go on. You got to trust him. You got to read his word. And you have to meditate daily. Find a pastor. Find a church. Find someone that you can listen to that is saying the things that you need to hear, not the things that you want to hear. Don't expect for the congregation to embrace you. Everybody in church is not delivered. There's a lot of people that go to church that are not set free. Clothes and makeup can hide anything, even a good suit on a man. But God searches the heart. The heart. Aren't you tired of your heart being broken? Aren't you tired of not caring about yourself? Aren't you tired of your kids looking at your sad face, your messed up hair? Even if you're a woman that wears a ponytail all the time and you got beautiful hair and your kids look at you and say, Mama, you're such a beautiful woman. Fix yourself up. My kids said it to me. I used to go look in the mirror and say, who in the world is they talking about? Kids are not stupid. They know when mama is going through. Because when your house looks a mess, that's the reflection of you. Your house is a mess because you're a mess. Now let me be strong with you right now. Get your butt up. Clean up your house. And if your kids cause the mess, make them help you like I did mine. Scrub it. If you ain't got nothing but $2 or $3, go to Dollar Tree. Buy a bottle of bleach. Dilute it in some water. Get a bottle of laundry detergent. Mix it together. And clean that house up. Sanitize it with some bleach. Fold up your clothes. Take them to the laundromat. If you got to take 16 bags to the laundromat, take them. It'll cost you about $30, $40 to wash them. I know because I did it. I spent $95 one time at the laundromat. You know why? Because I got sick of all that dirty stuff. And I was so stupid, I put all our clothes in a doggone garage because I got tired of them being in the house. So I opened up the garage door one day and clothes fell on me. My babies don't know this because they were little. They don't remember. They were all little. And I was pregnant with the last one with my dumb self. Yes, I call myself dumb because my mama didn't raise me like that. My mama's house was immaculate. But I chose to get out there and prove to my mother that you ain't got to do all that stuff. But yes, you do. Clean up your house. Clean up your room. If your mattress is toe up, let me tell you what you do. You get 2 sheets, 2 fitted sheets. Put one on top, one on the bottom, and pin it together. And then put a new sheet on top of it. Work it. If you can't buy you a bed, get your air bed. If you don't want your bed on the floor, get your 2 king-size air beds and put them on top of each other and get you some duct tape and duct tape them together. Do what you got to do. But make sure that them kids is comfortable. When you see a house that is getting ready for demolition, the first thing you will hear people say, that house was so beautiful at one time. It had a beautiful staircase. But you know what happened to that house? It let peddlers in. It let people walk all over the grass. It let dogs come in and use the bathroom all over the yard. People came in through the front door and out through the back. And as the house was being destroyed, all people did was come by and watch it demolish. Because they wanted to see how bad it looked. And some people hanged their heads in sorrow. Others laughed. That house is you. When you get ready to fall apart, people like to come by to see how bad you falling apart. And they get up in your face and they say things like, girl, I got a brand new house and I'm doing good. My friend didn't do that to me. I thought she would, but she didn't. She was good to me. She bought her a brand new house. She had a brand new car, and she did really good. And I'm so proud of my friend. JC is an amazing woman. I would not say her name because I did not get her permission. But she is an amazing woman of God. And she has her own struggles and her own issues in her life. But God is consistently helping her because she's consistently on her knees. My sister, that's what I call her, even though she's my friend. But after 54 years of friendship, she's my sister. And she stays on her knees. Pastor Andre Carter is not just my pastor. She is my friend. She is my family. Her family is my family. My family is her family. She loves me. And it's not because I clean her school. And it's not because I'm so brilliant. It's because the love of God is in her and she reached out for me. She allowed me to peek into her life. And she got on me about mine. That's love right there. People that love you chastise you. That's in the word. There's so many people at that school I could name by name. They fed me. They've clothed me. They've embraced me. They've listened to me. And they look at me and say, wow, I didn't know you went through that. I'm sharing my testimony today with any woman that's willing to listen. You don't got to if you don't want to. You can pass by me. You can scroll past me and listen to somebody else. I really don't care. But if I could only reach one woman, that's fine with me. I ain't got to reach nobody else. Because if I reach one woman, then I know that my living will not be in vain. But I'm not going to go to my grave with all this stuff I know and not share with other women. You will see my video on my daughter's channel, not on mine. I don't need a channel. All I need is for you to understand that if don't nobody else care, God cares. And I care. And remember, Fantasia didn't make that song for nothing. Baby Mama, y'all need to listen to that song. That's a real song. Mr. Welfare by Gladys Knight, that's a real song. We've all struggled as black women, as women of color. Even Caucasian women are raising children alone. It's just women in general. Your color does not matter to me. Being a single mom is hard no matter what walk of life you come from, no matter what country you come from. I've seen women build houses on the grid. I've seen women take nothing and make something out of it. You can do it. It's in you. We were made by a creator, so we have creativity within us. We are the perm. God is the activator. If we activate God, He will straighten it out. I love you and have a blessed day.